Good morning, everyone. This is Sajjan with you from the Talk Training web series. Today, I'm really excited to show one of our core modules that we have come up with. It's the marketing module. We actually planned this for 2017 launch, and yes, here it is. Where you'll be able to manage your marketing campaigns, offline marketing campaigns to be very precise, and also you'll be able to capture few analytics on your websites and social media. So we have brought in some analytics on marketing analytics, and we have social feeds, campaigns, marketing lists. So these will be the core areas that we are focusing on for the marketing module. So I'm going to go ahead and explain each and every features that we have right now. So this is the Doc Marketing dashboard, where you access it from here. And then what we do is, initially what you need to do is, in case of marketing, what we do is normally we create or we generate the marketing list, which can be generated from your sales module, or you can actually import, or you can import your data from Excel. That's a CSV format. You can directly push it into the solution, and then you can start working on it. So I'm going to click on this, and yes, that's the marketing list that we have. So basically what we have done is, like, now we have marketing list specific to the states. Like I have Alabama, I have Georgia, Texas, California. So we have n number of lists you can create based on your requirements. So as per the screen right now, what you see, we have created based on the states. And here it means static is nothing but you need to enter marketing or the contacts manually. So there are two types of marketing list. One is static and dynamic. The dynamic list is nothing but you can set up a query. Now let's say add contacts who belong to city or state Alabama. So when I submit that query, the contacts which belong to the state Alabama gets pushed into this particular list. So that's the whole thing about the dynamic version of the lists, and the static is nothing but you add all the contacts manually. And also I have the purpose, so you'll be able to differentiate for what kind of purpose that you are using the lists. Now I have defined here event invites and email marketing. And the status means simply it's active, it's an active list. So you can also deactivate the list, or so you can actually differentiate that. And here you'll be able to find how many number of members that I have for each list. Now instead of really going into the list and searching or counting the number of members, I can just go here and see, okay, my Alabama list has 8 members, Georgia has 10. So I can basically go ahead and see that right from my marketing list dashboard. So I'm going to go ahead and click on I'm going to click on Alabama list and see what are the other feeds that we have. So click on Alabama list. I have the name, the type, the purpose, the status, and the members down. And when I scroll more further, I'll be able to see the list of contacts that I have, where I have the full name, the phone number, the email, which company they belong to, and the city. Right? And also I'll be able to track as the list was created by whom and when was it last modified, which is very important. So you'll be able to track on who was using your list earlier, or you'll be able to see what are the activities done for the particular list. So it's short and sweet. Marketing list is nothing but it's a kind of a resource, or it's a resource for you to categorize the list of contacts. Let's say you have more than 50,000 contacts and you need to kind of separate them, or we need to put them in categories based on region or based on the domain. So that's where a marketing list really comes into the picture. It's more like you have a wedding and you need to kind of finalize a list of attendees for your wedding. So that's similar how you can compare with the marketing list. You want to create a list which is specific for a particular event. So you can go ahead and create a list name, a marketing list name, and then you can go and add in contacts based on that. So great. So that's about the marketing list. So let's move on to the marketing campaign. It's very essential. You need to have a list first before you execute a campaign, right? Because you don't have the list of attendees, there's no point in planning out a campaign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to campaign, and here you go. These are the marketing campaigns that that's what you see on the screen right now. You can see the name. So you can also differentiate what kind of campaign it is. So now I have a campaign which is an alumni reunion. It's an event, right? Okay. And the status is active. The ones which is inactive, yes, you'll be able to find out, you don't need to take any action on this. You can also see the created date, right? And also the currency is nothing but because you need to do a bit of, I won't call it a real budgeting or something, but at least you can throw in figures, what is the kind of a marketing budget we're talking about for an event. So I'm going to deep dive into that once I'll select one of this campaign, and then you'll be getting more and more idea about that. The owner is very important. So let's say this campaign was created by Ben Walters. He is the one who's accountable for this particular event. So who is actually working on it. So I'm going to click on one of them. So let's click on Steve Soft Alumni Reunion. And then you get the details of the particular campaign, right? So I'm going into that campaign. So here I'll be able to see more and more details. Like I have the name of the campaign code. Usually organizations have a campaign code to differentiate, especially in terms of budgeting, or the finance team would require this. The currency is very important. The type of campaign, if it's an advertisement or if it's a webinar or a roundtable event, what do you say? Probably a CSR campaign, something like that. So you'd be able to differentiate what type of campaign that you're running and expected response. So obviously you're going to run a campaign, you have something in mind. Okay, you're going to foresee about the kind of campaign response that you have. So you plug in those figures, the status, and yes, obviously the description. That's very important. You have a proposed start and proposed end, and an actual start and actual end. There's nothing but you plan out an event, you throw up a date. Let's say you plan out an event on August 14th, and you save it over there, right? And maybe after 2 months, you come up saying, okay, I won't be able to do it in August, but maybe I'll push it to September. So your proposed start is obviously the 14th of August, but your actual start becomes 14th of September. So that's the difference. That's why we have proposed start and proposed end, and actual start and actual end. Here comes the financials. Very basic. At least you will be able to have a basic idea of what is kind of budget we're talking about for each campaign. You can allocate a budget, and you can also mention activity cost, the allocated budget, the miscellaneous cost, and what is the total cost incurred. The owner, as I mentioned, the campaign owner, basically, it's a lookup. It's something that you can search. I mean, the user who's present in doc, you can type in the name and then you can link it. So the particular person will get a notification. Okay, this campaign has been assigned to this person. Like, let's say Ben, if I've assigned this campaign to Ben, Ben gets a notification email saying that, okay, this campaign has been assigned to him, and then he can really work on it. Marketing list is nothing but, as I mentioned. Now, taking an example of a wedding, you have a wedding that's coming up and you have a list of attendees, right? So this is something related to that. You have a marketing list. So you have a particular list connected to this campaign. You go ahead and link it over here. So you have a campaign and whom you need to invite or let them know about this campaign, right? And again, the created and the last modified date, which is very important. So you'll be able to track who was last accessed or who has edited it earlier. And then you have the campaign activities. Now, this is very much connected to the campaigns. Now, you have a campaign. Now, the next stage is what to be done. What are the items that you need to do, which is connected to the campaign? Now, I have a campaign that's been, now we're talking about a Steve Soft Alumni Reunion. Now, the first stage is obviously to send out an email campaign to the potential attendees. And I have a list. I need to send them an email first to notify them, okay, there's an event that's happening in January 24th or 12th, right? Okay, 24th. And now you need to inform them well in advance. Okay, there's an event coming up. Would you be interested? So these are the campaign activities. So probably you have to send out an email. And what is the type? That's a target market list creation. So there are a couple of options that you can select from. There's a direct follow-up contact or event information. So we have categorized into that. And the channel, what is the channel that you will be using for this particular marketing? Is it a phone or an email blast? That's what we talk about, the email via mail merge. So you're sending a bulk email, you're sending out a fax, or you're having a meeting. So you'll be able to categorize based on that. And if you need to outsource any vendors for that, so you can mention it over here, and you can also give a description. Again, you have the schedule start and the schedule end and the actual start and the actual end. So you can plan it accordingly. And yes, so similarly, we have put for a list of volunteers for the event. So you can, mention those activities as well. Venue arrangements and the coordination. So that's how a campaign activity. So the good thing is when you plan out a campaign, you'll be able to list out different types of activities connected to the campaign. And obviously the campaign owner gets a notification, and he can really take it up real quickly. So it's all there in the portal. This is the leads. Now, leads are, maybe you can assign it as a confirmed attendee. So you can use it either way. Now here we intend to use the terminology leaders because as a software industry or companies which send out campaigns to generate interest, and they need to get back to us. So basically what we have done is we have created a lead section. If you're doing an event invite, you can actually call it as, the attendees, confirmed attendees or something like that. And you can add them, you can have the name and the concerned person who's the owner basically. So the owner is obviously the campaign creator. The status is open or closed. So that's something that we have created over here. So this is the incoming leads that we get. And if you have got any responses from your email, so you can, track it over here. So whenever a marketeer is going to click on this campaign, and he'll be able to see the type of activities that is connected to the campaign. Also, he'll be able to find out the responses related to this campaign. So you don't have to really go and dig in your emails and find it out, rather than, just open Doc Marketing Portal and see all the activities right from your screen. So that's about marketing campaigns. Now, the next one is, analytics. So this is the marketing dashboard or the analytics, what we were discussing about. So as you see on my screen, I have the campaign analytics where I have a full track of how many campaigns I have, what's the revenue and the marketing expense and the ROI. So I'll be able to track on the type of campaigns that I've run so far, and I'll be able to get the analytics of that. So as you see here on the screen, this is actually powered by Microsoft Power BI. So you can obviously find out where your ROI, your campaign cost and revenue, as per your emails or events or media placements, social media and TV. So you'll be able to really work on a kind of a report, and it can actually pop up on your screen on Doc Intranet Portal Marketing module. So we spoke about the marketing list, the campaigns, and the analytics. So what's next? Yes, that's the social feeds. Let's see what that has got to show us. So I'm going to click on the social feeds. I'll be able to see a real-time, information on what's happening on my Twitter account or my Facebook account. So what I've done right now is connected my Facebook and my Twitter account. So if you can see here on my screen, I have my Twitter feeds and my Facebook feeds. Great. Yeah, now that this makes things easy for us, right? You can look both your platforms in one screen. So I have put Twitter and Facebook in one screen, so that's pretty much useful. Okay. that's my Facebook feed. Yeah, can also. So that's what I really wanted to discuss about. So it's a complete, or it's a wonderful marketing suite that we have created in Intranet Portal. This is intended for organizations who do a lot of offline marketing campaigns. And yes, obviously you need to track a bit of your social media activities. It's a very much essential tool. This is actually coming as a package with Intranet Portal. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Future updates for marketing modules and connection or integration with email marketing solutions, where you'll be sending out email blasts. You'll be able to track what's it kind of analytics like, how much people have opened your emails, or how many people have clicked, how many are subscribed, how many emails bounced. So these are the kind of analytics that we are going to bring in our future update. So definitely I'm going to come back with another video once all these features have been incorporated in Intranet Portal marketing module. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more updates, and visit www.mydoc365.com/videos for more updates. Thank you and have a great day.